All right, you're tuned in to another edition of the PulseWave Report. This is our end of day PulseWave Report. And tomorrow is Take Back Friday. So on Thursday nights, we do a preparation for Take Back Friday, let you know where things need to be in order for them to continue or change course or what have you. This is rapid fire. I don't do any recommendations on this day. So we're going to knock this out and then we're going to keep it pushing. All right, so the first chart that we have up here. Let's go ahead and share my screen with you. And that is the E-mini S&P 500 futures contract. All right, so as you can see here, the bears are still in control of this market. Trendline support is the initial target. As long as the S&P 500 closes below 35.74 and 3/4, it remains in the bear camp. You need to close above that in order to put in a short-term bottom. Next, we have here the euro dollar. As you can see here, the bears are still in control of this one. Trendline support is still in play, and as long as the market closes below 118.46, that makes that possible. A close above that, of course, would have more of a bullish outlook. Looking at the euro yen. All right, so you can see here the bulls are still in control with any pullbacks being bid up in the market. All right, so what you need is a close above 123.48. All right, and then that will open a door for a rally going into next week. A close below 123.48, however, um, keeps the market under pressure a little bit, keeps it muted. All right, the British pound, you can see here the bears are in control of this market as well. Trendline support is still in play. You need to close above 132.27 in order to open up a more bearish outlook going into next week. However, a close above that keeps the sideways pattern in play. As far as nat gas is concerned, okay, so you see the bears are still in control here. You need to close above $2.75 to put in a short-term bottom there. Anything below that is still bearish. How about Facebook? Well, Facebook has a rally alert for tomorrow's trading. That's right, bouncing off the trend line support here. Okay, so a close above 274.35 is needed to put in a short-term bottom. Anything below that is a bearish outlook going into next week. All right, and here is the bond market TLT. Bulls are in control of this one. It's already hit the overhead target, and this one needs a close above 158.97 to maintain a bullish outlook into next week. As far as the S&P 500, the SPY ticker, you see the bears are still in control of this one. A close above $357.45 is needed to maintain a sideways to possibly bullish outlook, where you would have bears coming in and selling the rally. But as long as you get a close above that, then this one's still a target candidate for the bears. A close below that, though, opens up a real bearish outlook for next week, and we could probably exceed the trend line support target. Same thing with the NASDAQ 100. All right, bears are in control here. The trend line support is the target. All right, a close below 290.90 is a bearish outlook, but a close above that gives a little bit of hope to the bulls there. All right, what about GLD? All right, so we're trendless overall, but the bulls are in control of this with pullbacks being bid into the market. A close above 176.01 is needed to put in a short-term bottom. Anything below that opens the possibility of the bears wrestling control of the market from the bulls. Taking a look at the SLV silver ETF. All right, this one, the bears are still in control with rallies being sold off. A close above $22.60 is needed to put in a short-term bottom. A close below that keeps the bears happy and alive. All right, looking at the gold futures, you see the bulls are still in control. Pullbacks being bid back up, but we're in a trendless market. A close above $1,873.50 is needed to put in a short-term bottom. A close below that, though, gives bears a little bit of hope. All right, taking a look at the NASDAQ 100 futures. Okay, bears are in control here. The trend line support is still in play. You need to close above 11,921 and a quarter. All right, that is where the line in the sand is. So as long as the market closes above that, it gives the bulls a little bit of hope that the bears selling will possibly run out of favor. Excuse me. So that's what we are on this one. The NASDAQ is trying to hold itself up here. All right, looking at crude oil futures. Again, trendless, ticking time bomb bottom right hand side. You see the bulls are still in control. And as long as the market closes above $41.43, it maintains a bullish outlook going into next week. What about the Russell futures? Well, you had that crash alert coming into today. You got a little bit of downside production here. The trend line support is still in play. A close above 1761.4 is what the market needs to close below to add accelerant to the downside. As long as the market closes above it, though, it gives the bulls a little bit of hope. All right, looking at silver futures now. As you can see here, the silver futures, the bears are still in control of rallies being sold off. A close above $24.38 is needed to put in a short-term bottom. Anything below that, the bears are still in control, and you can see another leg down next week. How about the Dow futures? Well, bears are still in control here. Trendline support is still in play. What is needed is a close above 29,412 and a quarter in order to put in a short-term bottom. But closing below that keeps the door open for the bears. I'm looking for a leg down like this to come here. But the first target at the trend line support, and then getting down into the Kumo cloud possibility. All right, next up we got the Australian dollar on the forex side. All right, so you see the bears are still in control here. What's needed is a close above 72.85 in order to put in a short-term bottom. So you're right there at that line in the sand. Last but not least is the mighty Bitcoin Futures Composite Index, still on fire, stretching out that rally. Here's your rally alert back here, and it's just been giving you upside production nonstop. All you need is a close above 17,209 in order to keep the rally going. As long as it closes above that, you're good to go. All right, so that was a rapid fire end of day. And this is for, tomorrow, Take Back Friday. All right, so I will do you a quick solid. I wasn't going to take any recos today, but I will hook you up since you asked so nicely. I guess I'm just a pushover, aren't I? All right, so I see your first one is VXX. You want to see what's going on with that VIX ETF. All right, so you came into today with a rally alert. You didn't really get any upside production as of yet, but the trend lines of resistance above is the initial target. As long as the market closes above $18.89 tomorrow, if it can close above that, you put in a short-term bottom, and that pretty much opens that door and gives you that momentum push to get to that trend line resistance overhead. But a close below that, and that will keep the bear argument going. All right, PLTR. All right, that's equity. All right, so this one I do believe is in the U.S. equity report, but I don't think we have enough data on it because it's new. So it's probably not showing up, which is understandable because I need more data. This is Plantar Technologies, whatever you say it. Anyway, the bulls are in control. Here's your rally alert here. Here's your upside production. Here's your little bullish pointer. I think the market can keep going if it wants. As long as it closes above $17.28 tomorrow, you should be good on this one. You shouldn't have any problems, but you do need that close. Anything below that close, though, and that will put in a short-term top. So that's what you're watching for. You don't want to see it top out tomorrow on Take Back Friday. If anything, Take Back Friday should just be small pullbacks. All right, not trend changers. All right, just to put that out there for you. All right. Okay, and then the last one here is a Litecoin. All right. So you want to see that Litecoin, do you? Okay. Here we go. All right, Litecoin. All right, here's your Litecoin. So as you can see here, it's been flip-flopping around. Here was your initial rally alert back here. You got all this upside production. Then you had a crash alert coming into today. Instead, the market reversed. It didn't give you any play to the downside. It reversed and went the other direction. Those that had the PulseWave reports could have caught that head fake. If you were at your computer at your desk, you would have saw that in the report. You could have caught that. But for those of you that didn't, you got a rally alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. As long as Litecoin can close above $71.62, it remains in the bull camp. For those of you that are new, all right, a Friday consists of Thursday night, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time, and runs until it runs all the way until Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard New York time. All right, so that is what a Friday consists of for the crypto market. For those that don't know, I didn't make that up. That's just the way they designed those markets. So they do what they do, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's just the nature of the beast. So you do need to know that, though. That is extremely important. All right, our last one here is NEO. So NEO came into today with a crash alert, and we didn't do anything. We got a narrow range inside day. And it's right here just below the trend line resistance. And the bears have taken over control of the market, but you just haven't gotten any rhythm yet. What you need is a close above $15, and we'll just round it off, say 79 cents. All right, as long as the market can stay above 15.79, then the bulls have hope. You close below $15.79 over this weekend, and it opens up a wave of selling for next week. All right, so that's how this one's looking. All right, so with that being said, y'all know what it is, man. Hopefully everyone had a great week. There was some pulse waves. They were just going berserk this week. We had a really good week, but some of the markets have been extremely consolidated, so it made it really difficult to catch pretty much anything. A lot of the markets are just not moving at this time, but that's why it's important, though, for you to have your orders working and ready, so that when the markets are ready to do what they're going to do, you can be right there to catch it. All right, so y'all know what it is, man. Bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And remember, we're running a ridiculous special at pulsewavetrading.com. If you go there and type in the coupon codes listed on the site, you can save yourself a ridiculous amount of money. You can come and break bread with us like ASAP. All right, you don't want to miss these spectacular moves that are coming in some of these markets. All right. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.